In this session, we are looking at checking the schematic using electrical rules checking, known as ERC. This provides feedback to ensure the design is error-free. This is run from the Outputs ribbon, and the dialog shows the validation level of toleration set for the project. It also shows a preview of errors, and there are tabs to manage the rules to be checked. The Error Reporting tab lists rules by category and their set report mode. The Connection matrix sets the report mode for pin against pin. When the dialog is closed, the ERC report is run and the results appear in the Messages panel. Validation fails if errors are found. The errors are listed in process groups and can be listed by different criteria. On selecting an error from the list, its details appear in the Details panel, from where they can be cross-probed to the design. Here we see a floating power port that is simply not required. Note that after the change, the message list does not immediately update. The next error is a floating net label, which is not attached to any wire, although it may look as if it is by its position. Note the sawtooth markings under the net label. This is an indicator of the error validation level. The color of errors are user definable within system preferences. The markings can be set to non-display if required. Here we will change warning to a green color. The next error is for an unconnected line. What is meant by this is that there is a piece of unconnected wire in the design, and because it has no reference to anything physical, it cannot be cross-probed to. This means that the offending wire line has to be located by eye, but with the error marking, this is made easier. The last error to review is a duplicate reference. Here we see two R2s, so one must be changed. In this case, we will make a manual change to the lower one to R6. When ERC is rerun, we see that the check was successful. Let us look at how the report mode states are set against violation types by selecting from the options. Note that when ERC is rerun, it has reported no errors after setting the error state against nets with no driving source, although there may well be some. This is because changes in the design often require design to be recompiled. After recompile, which runs ERC, we see some errors. On the Matrix tab, the report mode states are selected by cycling through the options. Now setting nets with no driving source back to warning, ERC reports them as warnings and successful. This is because the validation tolerance has been met.